I went to go see it today, so we had to,
Yeah,
talk.
what are the chances that on a Monday that me and you would see it at separate
Right,
times?
right.
What was
I
your
saw it
show
at like
time?
12:45.
Oh, mine was 1:15.
Yeah, so that's funny.
Because we had planned on trying to
Right,
go. What was it
right.
last week? But then
Yeah,
Hurricane
Wonky does
Milton kind of put everything on pushed
back
everything
burner.
back.
Yeah, so but that's kind of funny that we still went to go see it anyways
Yeah,
separately.
and
I'm
it
like,
ended
I'm
up
gonna
being the
go.
same day. How weird
Yeah,
is that?
yeah, that's so freaking funny. But like I told you guys, if you guys are gonna watch this later, let you guys know gonna be talking about Terrifier, like the whole franchise, a little bit of the whole franchise. See how Jim got introduced to it, and I know how I did. So, and then and we'll talk about Terrifier 3. So when we get to Terrifier 3, I'll throw up a spoiler, spoiler warning. This thing. So you guys, when you see this, if you haven't watched it yet, and you guys are gonna go watch it,
Yeah, you
go
gotta.
watch it and then come back, or mute us, either or. So how did you hear about the Terrifier franchise, Jim?
Well, I heard about it just from going to the horror conventions like Spooky
Okay,
Empire and
right,
Spookala.
right,
You always see
right,
Art the Clown everywhere.
right, right,
But when I'd first seen the image of the character, I didn't know who it was, what his name was.
right,
It wasn't until part two started getting talk, when part
right.
two came out in theaters, and it got a lot of talk about,
Mm,
you know, grossing I
yeah,
think it was like $14 million in like
yeah,
the first week or the only week or 2 weeks that it was in
yeah. And then
select
barf
theaters.
bags and all that other stuff. Yeah, I
So once I
remember.
heard about that, then I kind of went out and I found the first one online. I think it was on,
Yeah,
might have been on
it was on
Tubi
Netflix
or
for yeah, it was on Netflix for a little
something.
while. It moved to Tubi and moved to, but yeah, and then it moved to what is it? The horror one, the horror streaming service for a
Shutter.
little while too. Yeah, it moved to Shutter
Yep.
for a little bit, and then how the kid well, if you didn't know how the character got started was that there was two other movies before Terrifier. There
Yes.
was All Hallows Eve, and it was Ninth Circle. So it
Which
was it
I've seen them both, and I
yeah,
enjoyed both of those.
yeah, yeah, and then it's for good. It's fun. I mean, it's good. Well, people say it's corny too, but
Independent,
it's
low budget,
yeah, low
independent
budget.
film,
Yeah. That's
and
the
it
main
just
reason I enjoyed it. That's the whole reason I enjoyed it.
oh man, this movie just well, this
Yeah,
franchise, should I say, just it's bringing like
yeah.
the old school horror films back to the
Their roots.
grittiness, the
Yeah,
violence, the
yeah,
the practical effects, which I
yeah,
love. Um, but yeah, I think when I saw part two, when that right after it came out,
yeah,
I was hooked. I was a
yeah.
Terrifier
Fan,
fan for
pretty much.
life.
Yeah, yeah,
Art
me
the
too.
Clown.
I would do, and then meet, and then actually seeing these guys at what was it? I think I saw them at Spookala or what one of the
Yeah.
others. Like I saw, what was it? Lee, what was her name? The
Damien.
actress's name?
Oh,
Damien,
Howard
David.
Horton.
Yeah, David. The girl, Leanna. What is it? Not Leanna. Leanna. No. But you guys know the final girl's name,
Yeah.
Sienna, or
LeVay,
Lavera.
something LeVay. Yeah.
Yeah, Lavera, whatever. But it was cool. It was cool, man. So it's like, dude, they're super. Like watching interviews, they're super nice, and they're super humble too. That's the biggest thing. Is,
Yeah, for sure.
dude, that yeah, dude, it beat the Joker last weekend. You know what I mean?
Which ain't saying
That
much, but
yeah, but that's no,
I saw the Joker, and that was
yeah,
huge disappointment.
but that's still a big deal, man.
Oh, it
That's
is
still a big
absolutely a
deal.
big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, because it
There's a new
dude,
clown in town.
yeah, compared to the budget from that to Joker, it's like
Oh
their
yeah.
little budget, yeah, their little budget beat your big budget movie. So it's like, you know,
So about the
that's
budget, from what I from if I'm correct,
Mm,
Terrifier 1 had a $15,000 budget.
yeah.
Terrifier 2 had a $250,000 budget.
Yeah, and it was a Kickstarter, and it was
And
a Kickstarter thing.
because of the success of it, and because I think in the theaters, like, it drew 14 million, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken, somewhere right around there. This one got picked up by an actual
yeah.
uh,
Small studio, but they got picked up
studio,
though.
and they had a $2 million budget, and you can tell,
Yeah, you
you
can
can
tell.
tell
Yeah,
which the
all the
acting,
way
like,
down.
I seen an interview. Damien said he's like, the
Yeah.
good thing about having $2 million budget is I was able to get better actors.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to do all the special effects makeup himself. He actually
Yeah,
got to have
that's
he
what made
actually
me
got to have a
happy was
team.
where he didn't have to go, where he didn't have, like he was saying on part 2 and part 1, where he didn't have to go, oh, I gotta go cut the movie, I gotta go
Yeah,
do
does
this
the
and this.
editing, writing,
Yeah, yeah,
help build the sets, and he
yeah,
did it all, which I
yeah,
commend him for that.
yeah,
Because of his hard work, now I think he is,
yeah,
or his character is, for me, part of the Mount
yeah,
Rushmore of
yeah.
horror
Dude, and he doesn't. Dude,
slashers.
the funniest thing is he doesn't talk. So he's just like Jason and
Yeah.
but Fred, you know what I mean? He doesn't talk. So that's even funnier that he doesn't talk, but he conveys fear
Yeah,
without talking.
I saw a thing that compared Art the Clown to Pennywise, and how Damien didn't want to follow the Pennywise thing. And if you see,
Mhm.
it makes sense, because like everything Pennywise is, Art the Clown is opposite.
Yeah.
Pennywise is colorful, like the
He's
original.
black. Yeah,
He's got all the bright colors. Art black and white.
Yep.
Pennywise talks. Art don't.
Right.
Pennywise does mind manipulation, does all this stuff and this. Art the Clown will use violence. He'll actually pick up a gun and shoot
Yeah.
you and all that stuff. So,
But so
just like
so
Pennywise,
what's your favorite kills out of 1 and 2?
1 and 2. Oh,
Mhm.
the part 2, the bedroom scene, is
Oh yeah. Yeah.
probably
Bedroom, but that's where a lot of people said that's where the bedroom scene was, the one where everybody started throwing up and walking out.
Yeah.
Was that one. So
And this new one
2,
has its fair share of.
yeah, dude, it had it fair. Dude, I grabbed my nuts a couple of times.
But the first one's famous for the the
Yeah.
hanging upside down and the sawing.
Yeah.
That was
And
probably the most memorable.
well, spoiler alert, but part 3 brings something like that back.
Big time.
Yeah.
What's up, Biggie?
What's going on, Biggie? Yeah, so it brought it back big time that time. So yeah, it brought it back big time, man. It was like, yeah, like two, like everybody knows 1 for that stall scene. Everybody knows 2 for the bedroom scene. What do you think 3 is gonna be? Which one? What do you think 3 is gonna be? Honestly,
I think it's gonna be the shower scene.
Sour scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I grabbed my man.
That was the one. That was the scene that kind of made me go, oh.
Yeah.
It kind of made me cringe a little bit.
I cringed too, but the whole thing was, I went, oh shit, he brought it back. He goes because as soon, well, hold on, let me before we do this, let me go do this real quick. Hold on, let me go find the spoiler bit before spoiler warning. So yeah, so when when that happened, I go, oh shit, they're bringing it back. He's bringing it back to part 1, and he's doing the hyper opportunist, where people say you know what I mean, about him slicing a female in half in the first one. He actually does it to a male this time. The third one. So he's like opportunist. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Yeah. But I was honestly, the sour scene surprised me a little bit. But I think the most talked a couple of most talked it's gonna be the most talked about scene is the one in the mall. You know what I mean? You think?
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be the most talked
dude,
about. Yeah,
there
yeah,
was so many. There was so many in this movie that
yeah,
you could be as a top contender
yeah,
compared to the first two, and it's like
yeah,
every movie Damien tries to outdo the previous movie.
dude.
In this movie, he
He
just went
did
times 10.
bonk, dude bonkers, and he goes, "Well, okay, you guys thought that was bad. Here."
It was times 10 on this one, man. It was holy hell. It was
Yeah,
like
like the fur. Look,
every scene. There was like
right.
more scenes that seem to me, it seems like there was more scenes than 1 and 2 combined.
Yeah, but I
You know?
I liked it because it actually it gave you more story this time to explain everything. It's like, oh, okay, now it get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I get it a little bit. It was interesting. So you know what I mean? But like,
The story
dude,
was, I will have to say, the story was kind of slow to get to
yeah,
like the meat of the story,
right,
which,
right,
you weren't bored because
right,
you were watching a
dude,
lot of
you were not
killing
bored.
to
Yeah,
that scene to the story. But I do like how where the story's going and the way they took it
right.
with Sierra,
Sienna, yeah,
Sierra.
Sienna. What? Yeah, Sienna.
But
But the biggest But, well, so, yeah, you guys see the spoiler warning. So, Jim, do you think Jonathan's really kaput?
who?
Jonathan, her brother.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
he's.
because I don't think so either, and I think that head is not
I think it was the boy from the shower
I don't think it's the boy. I
because they
think it's
had his body hanging on the wall.
yeah, yeah, but I think
At
it's
least
because
that assumed to be his because it was.
but
Well, you know what? Maybe not.
don't forget the remember the uncle went to go pick Jonathan up. And you
He got
remember how,
call.
yeah, remember how the
It's his
second one on
call.
the phone, yeah, where they could manipulate voices. So it could be, the uncle's head.
Well, the uncle's head was on top of the Christmas tree,
oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
like the
You
topper.
might be right. You might be right. It might be the boy from the shower because we
But then
didn't see
again,
him.
I don't see him carrying the body to the house though. So
Right,
maybe it is.
right,
Although to me,
right,
I would think that they would have shown his death
right,
since he's kind of a main character, not just gonna
right,
boom show a head and say that's
right,
him. To
right,
me, I was expecting him to come back in the end and save the day, but it didn't happen.
right.
But anyways,
But
we're jumping ahead. We're jumping to the
right,
end.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
bring it
yeah.
back to the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. So the beginning was, what did you think of the beginning? The first,
Well,
the beginning.
it was absolutely brutal. Holy crap.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that could be even a contender for,
yeah,
but I knew going in just from
yeah,
watching interviews with Damien and
yeah.
whatnot that the first scene of the movie was going to set the bar
Set the
for the
tone.
movie,
Yes,
set the
yeah,
tone.
yeah,
Boy,
yeah.
oh my
But
goodness.
I liked how honestly I liked the beginning where they brought the shining. Well, Damien even said the shining reference was on accident because of
Yeah,
when they threw the axe through the
through the door.
through the door. He goes, it was an accident.
But you know what was interesting too, that the house at the beginning, I don't
Yeah,
know if it was because of budget
yeah,
or if it's intentional, but
hmm,
the house at the end where Sierra's aunt and
yeah,
uncle live, that looked like
yeah.
the same exact house. The
I wouldn't doubt
interior.
it. Maybe, yeah, I wouldn't doubt maybe the outside was a different house, but the inside was there was the same soundstage or whatever it was.
So I don't
You know
know
what I
if
mean?
that was intentional or if it was budget.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Because the
Yeah.
movie does take place. Remember, it's like 5 years ago, 5 years
Right.
later type thing.
Right.
So I don't know if I'd
Right.
have to rewatch it to get a sense of the time
Yeah.
frame
I
because
wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah. I
the
wouldn't
movie
mind
starts off.
Actually, I wouldn't mind rewatching two first, and then watching three right after
Yeah,
two. You know what I mean?
because
Then it might. Yeah.
this movie starts off and it starts off with the scene, the Christmas scene.
Yeah.
Then it goes back
Right.
5 years ago,
Yeah.
and then it shows 5 years ago. Then it jumps to present day. So it
Yeah, yeah,
doesn't really specify where that if that first scene was present day and if
right,
that was the same house or not. So I don't.
right. Or was it like, a couple hours before them getting to Sienna's house, you know what I mean? Or
It was a whole
you know what I
different
mean?
family though.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It could have been like an hour and a half before they got, because honestly, uh, I it was super brutal. But like you said, if you watch the interviews with Damien, we already expected it when we were walked in. So it was like, okay, expected it. Watch that scene. You know what I mean? And then, dude, what made me
And
laugh out?
because of everybody or them talking about the first scene kind of setting the bar,
Yeah,
it's something I wouldn't say it's new because it's kind of
right,
happened before in previous movies, maybe, and definitely not as violent and not as
right. Not as violent. And
not
then
as
you didn't.
almost in your face, but
You,
with the kids.
yeah,
He murders
you can see it.
he murders a
Yeah,
young kid or two,
right.
you know. And then you'll see
Well,
later on
the girl was, yeah, maybe. You know what I mean?
it doesn't show you what happened to the girl. So
Yes.
there's a
So
hole, a
yeah,
gap there.
yeah. So it's because as soon as he opened, he just waves, and then I'm like, okay.
But then the camera shoots back to the axe sitting on the
Yeah, yeah,
counter
yeah. So I
to
assumed,
maybe insinuate that he
yeah.
did,
So,
but yeah,
but like
that was
in
brutal.
horror movies, if it doesn't show it, they're not dead.
Yeah. Or you don't hear the sound of it
Yeah, yeah.
because you
Or
heard
if
the
you
sound
see
of
it,
the boy,
yeah.
which
But
I
if you
guess that was
or
kind of
yeah,
not as bad as it could have been.
yeah,
I mean,
because
it was bad.
they
Don't
could
get
have,
me wrong. Could have
yeah, it
showed
was
it.
bad still. They could have showed him walking in, you know what I mean, and actually doing the deed, but
I
they actually
think
didn't. Yeah,
I almost think if they would have shown that,
yeah,
that they probably wouldn't have been able to release this in theaters.
nope.
I personally
And
don't.
she's, yeah, and yeah.
And what is going on? And they didn't
Phone's ringing.
the mall scene either. So where multiple children were killed in this movie. What's up, Chad? Oh, Chad. I ain't seen or heard from Chad in about 10 years.
Yeah, yeah. So what's
Kenneth,
going
welcome
on,
back.
guys?
How's it
But
going?
yeah, well, if you guys don't know, we're talking about Terrifier 3, since me and Jim actually went to go see it today. So if
Spoilers.
you guys haven't seen it and you guys want to go see it, mute us, because we're gonna be spoiling the hell out of it right now. So
We already have. If you're
yeah,
watching,
we already had, yeah. But being, yeah, like being honest, like you said, it could have showed a lot more, you know what I mean?
4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a lot, you know. It's been a lot. It was
It's
a like
big.
the yeah, because but that shows you how, what they think of society now, of where the kids are all they see is a bag, and they're just digging through bags and grabbing
Yeah.
stuff out of the
Hey,
bag.
throw up that last comment by Awesome Destroyer.
Yeah,
We kind of touched on this a little bit, but I don't think he's dead. I really don't. I don't
yeah,
think, because to me, for him being a main character, they would have shown
yeah,
his death. I think they
yeah,
would have
yeah,
shown it. Just not. I don't know. I don't think he's dead. I think he's going to come back in part 4. Allegedly,
yeah,
part 4 is supposed to sum up the Art the Clown storyline,
yeah.
and so
I'm looking forward to 4, but I mean, 3 was nuts. You know what I mean? Like Jim said, it was 10 times as bad, worse than the first 2 combined, because
yeah.
there were way more. It was a bigger budget, way more time for scenes.
I don't know, because like as far as cheap, they didn't really cut costs on death scenes.
Yeah, and plus, don't forget, Art could have had his glasses from the last time, so it might not have been, you know what I mean? So
But then again, too, that
yeah,
might go into part 4 where they'll show it.
yeah,
You know, if it was him,
yeah.
they'll probably
So
show
we
it.
don't, well, yeah, we don't know for sure yet. So yeah, as soon as four, as soon as four is gonna come, we'll find out. But like I said, because it insinuated, you know what I mean, when Uncle was in the car, it insinuated that it was Vicky or whatever talking to him. It wasn't Jonathan talking to him. So because you heard the phone go staticky out right after. So yeah. So but never know. But what was it? What was the scene at the beginning? Then they went to go pick Sienna up, right? The scene after the. Or
Yes.
no, it wasn't that. It was the guys coming to the house. It was the two construction people, the demolition people coming to the house, and then it was picking up Sienna after that, wasn't it? Or was that?
No, it actually went to the insane asylum, the
Oh
hospital.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Chris
yeah,
Jericho, he
yeah,
finally
yeah,
got his full
yeah,
scene, death
yeah,
scene. He got killed pretty gruesome too.
yeah.
So it went from there
No, but
to
it was pretty funny that where he actually punched Vicky in the
yeah, he just landed. He
that
just kept pounding her and just nothing.
yeah,
But after that is when they go to the abandoned house or
yeah, yeah,
wherever it
and just
was, and
sit,
then
yeah, and just sit there, and then
and what
yeah,
was
there
that,
was
man? It was just sit there. It's like
yeah,
she tried killing herself in the tub. She was dead, and then like once the
yeah,
guys came back,
yeah,
oh, you know what it was?
yeah,
Because they mentioned it in Jonathan's paper that he
yeah,
had,
yeah,
where
the letter,
they take on possess another corpse. So
yeah,
that's probably why
yeah,
once those two guys got there, it brought them back.
yeah, and then yeah, but I'm glad they didn't show one part of that whole scene. Yeah, you know the part I'm talking about where where Vicky's
Oh
standing there
yeah,
with the piece of glass.
yeah, that was a
Interesting.
highlight too. I'm gonna be honest, because my wife watched it with me, and she's like, oh my
I'm
god,
like,
that was disgusting.
yeah, yeah, and I'm looking. I'm like, is she doing what I think she's doing? I'm like,
Definitely, that was
yeah,
definitely one to remember too.
yeah. So you know that people are going to be talking about a lot of this movie, man. It's not just one part. It's going to be like a bunch. So
Yeah,
well, let's see what he said. Yeah, that one, and then this one down here. Ooh.
yeah, she was in the mood, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, she was
That that was that
something.
was that was actually I was impressed with that scene because that's something you don't see in
Right.
movies. You know, there was a lot
And
here that you don't see in movies that
right. And he actually got a and not much. Nobody said nothing really. And
and
not but I'm sup- have you heard anything about religious like churches and stuff boycotting or anything like that? I haven't heard nothing. So that's interesting. I haven't heard nothing like
well,
that. So
I think the whole franchise could be boycotted by anybody religious just because
right.
not just
But
having to
I'm
do
just
there was a lot of religious aspects towards the end of this movie.
yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like I'm surprised that we haven't heard nothing like
Yeah.
because I'm
But
like
then again, those
oh,
I don't see those people going to see the movie anyways.
yeah.
But
I was just yeah, but like it was interesting. I mean, honestly, I was like everybody
what
goes they're
what about
surprised that I like it.
what oh, I loved it. What about I
Yeah,
thought
me.
it was cool that Clint Howard and I think Daniel Roebuck made a
Yeah,
appearance in this for an awesome scene. The old
yeah.
bar scene.
Oh yeah.
The old
Yeah,
Clowny. Come
yeah,
here, Clowny. I'll buy you a
yeah,
drink. That
yeah,
was a pretty cool scene. I enjoyed that scene
yeah.
because it had a
And then
little bit
the
of humor in it.
yeah,
There was one of those humorous scenes, and then it just went bam, it went
yeah,
violent and
balls
nasty.
to yeah. Then they went balls to the wall. Art brought the actually Damien brought another scene back from two, because if you remember, the little pale girl did the same thing, but not on a person, but
Yeah,
in the wash. So
in the
so
laundry.
yeah, the art actually pissed on somebody this time.
Yeah, pissed on Santa.
Pissed on Santa this time. But it was freaking funny because dude, just seeing David Howard Thornton, how he ended up doing like, ooh, like
Oh,
excited
he's
to see
awesome.
Santa.
He's
Dude, he's
awesome. There
awesome too.
was
Just emoting like he was excited to see him. It was like, dude, you could tell like, yeah, Art's never seen Santa. It's like,
yeah, I love the expressions and
yeah,
stuff that David does with art. It's
yeah,
just priceless. It's like, I mean, which it has to be. He has to be like a mime because he
yeah,
doesn't talk, and he
right,
definitely does a great job with
yeah,
doing all the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
excited looks and the worried. I mean, just worried looks and the funny looks, and I don't know. I enjoyed it. So if I'm trying to think what major scene is after, which it kind of goes back and forth from Art to Selena.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yep. And then it goes, yeah, I think it's after that scene we were talking about, like when they get to the house, and then it goes to present. Yeah, then these guys come to the house. I think, yeah, and then Uncle goes picks her up, and then they get to they get to the house.
Yeah,
So they get to the house, and they end up talking to, the rest of the family, and then dude, the what was it? As soon as the little girl opened up that diary,
that
like
little
this is
girl's nosy, but I guess it
yeah,
paid off in the end.
yeah, because if it wasn't for her being nosy,
Yeah, because they mentioned in the movie that her
yeah,
father, that she
yeah,
would always find the Christmas presents,
yeah,
open them, rewrap them,
yeah,
and then she later reads Sienna's
yeah,
diary, and
yeah,
then you'll see that later on with the
yeah,
present under the tree, which I knew right away
yeah,
when she came into the house with the present.
yeah,
She was putting it behind the tree. I knew immediately what it
yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah. We both knew, man.
It
It's
was
like,
the sword.
but what was freaking hilarious was I didn't know those were angels all over all over the packaging though. When she had
Yeah,
walked in, I didn't know what I thought it was like flowers or whatever. But as soon as Vicky says it was they, I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
yeah.
But
So
I'm
yeah,
surprised I'm surprised she left it over there. Like, I'm surprised she buried it over there. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
What do you mean buried though? Did she bury it? Yeah,
Yeah, because you remember Jonathan goes, "Did you go back to the Terrifier to get
that's
the
right.
weapon?"
Sword.
You
Yeah,
know, because he goes, because I was surprised she even buried it right after that. You know what I mean? After I would think, well, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
makes it makes a lot of sense because the cops and everything. Yeah, so it makes a lot of sense that she would bury it.
So yeah, then it goes from the bar scene, I think right after that, to the mall scene, and all this Sienna hasn't seen Art yet until the
Nope.
mall, and the
Yeah.
mall scene was great too.
Yeah,
Him
because
playing Santa.
Mossy, but you can't tell. You can't even tell if she's actually flipping out or if the mall's actually playing the song, the Clown Cafe song. So you
Yeah,
can't really even tell if it's like in her head or if it if
and she
the
doesn't know either. She's not.
yeah.
She's unsure of her
So
mental
even the
state.
audience is unsure because that's even funnier because even the audience is unsure if it's really playing or if it's playing in her head. So we don't even know. Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's the
that last
yeah.
comment. Yeah, that was the 10-year-old. See, yeah, I saw a thing too where the they think the mother of Emily was the woman in part one with the little fake baby.
Uh-huh.
There's speculation that that could be Emily, the little girl from part two, the other
Ah.
little Art the Clown's little sidekick.
Yeah.
That
That's
the
what
ten
that's
year
what
old girl
everybody
that got
thought was. Yeah. But don't forget the two guys actually mentioned the house that they were at was by a person that off kids and whatever. You remember the one guy
yeah.
said so
But he,
it might that that might have been Art's old house.
But
Because
he was saying, I mean, he did tell his buddy that he was joking around, so I don't know if he was or not. But
but we don't know if it's actually true or not. Because so what?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, he said he was just pulling the dude's
Joshing, pulling the dude's leg, but it was well, it wasn't pulling the dude's leg because two things were the clown was up there and Vicky were in there, so it wasn't pulling your leg.
But yeah,
but
the mall scene, that was awesome too. That was one of my top scenes too.
Yeah,
and I actually
this one on the cup.
Yeah, I kind of laughed out. I kind of laughed out at the scene when the kids were getting the presents and the little boy had the box and he's like, "I wonder what I got." Boom!
yeah. I'm like, oh boy.
That one actually kind of made me chuckle of it.
Dude, nobody, the whole theater, nobody reacted. I'm surprised. I'm like, dude, why is nobody reacting?
Did you have a lot of people in your theater?
Me, like maybe 4, if that. 4
Same
people.
here. There was me, my wife, and 3 other people.
Yeah. So I'm surprised nobody reacted. I'm like, dude, I would have. Somebody should have known, but if everybody's coming to watch it, everybody knew to expect it. I believe.
Yeah.
So that's probably why they didn't say nothing.
I love the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Best one yet.
Yep. I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I knew going into this was going to be better just because Damien always has got to outdo the previous one.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see I can't wait to see 4. How 4 is going to be.
Yeah.
He's probably going to have even more of a budget.
Yeah.
And if it's the grand finale of the Art the Clown storyline, it's probably going to go out on a big bang, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I hope so.
But the question is, it's like, what are they going to do after this or after the 4th one?
Right.
Because the character is profitable, they're not going to just.
Yeah. But don't forget, they maybe, it's just a speculation, guys, but I'm not saying it's going to happen. Sienna may pass on the sword, or pass on the torch to the little girl.
Speaking of that, there was a scene in the movie where it showed, I don't know, it looked like they were in hell, and the dude wearing the iron mask, and he was banging out,
and he was banging out the sword. It looked like,
and you saw the shield.
Yeah,
the shield was by there. So I'm thinking, at the end, she tries handing the sword to Gabby by pulling her up. Gabby falls with the sword. I'm assuming the shield and everything's probably down where she's falling.
Right.
So I think Gabby's going to be the one that saves the day in part 4. Theory.
Yeah. Or because don't forget the child actors get older, so you never know. She might come back a lot older and Sienna not recognize her and go, who are you?
Yeah, but he was pretty quick with filming this one. Like literally, like a year after part 2 came out, he already had this script written for this one, I think.
Yeah. But he's working on 4. He said he's working on 4, but he hasn't had something written yet. But yeah,
I think it's impressive how quick he wrote the script for this, because
if
any of you guys know the convention scene.
Yeah.
The Terrifier 2 cast.
They were just in Miami this week.
They've been I swear they've probably been at every single con in this country.
Yeah, and Sienna, the actress, Lauren, I remembered, Lauren Lavera is not wearing the costume anymore. She did it at one con, and she said that was the last time she's ever gonna wear. Dude, she said that thing was uncomfortable.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
they do the group. They dress up and do the group photos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which maybe one day, if they still do it, I would love to get a picture with Art the Clown in full.
Yeah.
Howard Thornton.
Dude, but it's like I can't wait to see 4, how crazy it's gonna get. But like 3,
not just that, the storyline. Like now,
yeah.
Compared to 2, the storyline
flushed out. It flushed it out a lot more this time. It flushed it out way more. because everybody was complaining about too where it was too long and the storyline like mismatch. But this time, what do you think, Jim? Does the storyline actually feel like it actually fit this time and not where it mismatch? Like
No, absolutely, absolutely, it fit this time,
yeah.
and it had me more
Well, that's cool.
had my attention more into the story too than the first two.
Yeah, that's that. But like I said, man, it's
Oh,
this
that's
movie
awesome.
was this movie was but like you said, tenfold from one and two, and dude, just to see where he started from ninth circle all the way up to now is the you know what I mean,
Yeah.
dude. More power to Damien. It's like he busted his. If people say he didn't bust his ass to get there, he did, dude. He he
Now
used his
was
mom's career.
the was it Ninth Circle was the first appearance of
Ninth circle was the
now
first.
was that the
All
book
Hollywood was the second.
right? Was that the book the lady was reading at the end on the bus?
Correct. It brought it all the way back to the first movie, because if you remember,
For
Art
some
was
reason,
sitting
I
on
was
the
thinking the Ninth Gate.
yeah
I didn't
nine
know. I
yep
couldn't remember if it was the Ninth Circle or the Ninth
yep
Gate.
yep. So it brought it back, and if you guys didn't know who the bus driver was, he's actually the guy that gave him the money to do Terrifier and Terrifier 2.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if you guys didn't know who that bus driver was, he was actually the actual
producer.
pretty much co-producer, pretty
Yeah.
much for
If
two
it's
and one.
yeah, if it's the same guy, he's like the co.
Yeah.
Well, Damien's the creator and stuff like that, but he had a co-producer, and the co-producer was the guy
That
that
was it. Yep. On the bus.
it was only them two that was doing the special effects and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. The bus driver. Phil.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. So that's cool that he actually brought it all the way back to from his first appearance, where the lady's actually sitting on the bus, and I'm like, holy shit, he actually brought it all the way back. But
Yeah,
like,
I
but
definitely
what did you
enjoyed.
think of the roommate's girlfriend? A lot of people said she was a bitch
Yeah,
or unsensitive.
yeah. When she was about to get hers, my wife said, and I quote, I can't wait to see that bitch get hers."
Dude, and it was freaking funny because the boyfriend goes, "Oh, you just want to sleep with Art," and the Art's standing there listening, and
Yeah,
you can tell like he's giggling and stuff like that. And I'm like, Ugh.
yeah, that was pretty cool. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
but
um, I don't know what else can we talk about that we haven't mentioned already.
mhm.
I was
Let's
expecting and
see.
hoping. I was kind of hoping for an extra end credit scene, but there
No,
wasn't
I
one.
didn't see. Yeah, I sat there and I didn't see one either. But never know. Maybe
That was
when it comes out on DVD, it might end up with the extra scene.
because what I thought there was going to be an extra end credit scene, and I thought um, her brother would be in it.
Oh,
But
yeah, yeah, but it's her. Because honestly, like you said, the brother might not be dead, might be dead. The uncle might. Oh, yeah, the uncle's head was you like you said, it was up on the tree. I forgot. So I'm
I
thinking
haven't.
the body wasn't the boyfriend's though, or his roommates though. I think it was the husband's body on that he pinned up though, because the way
But then
it
there,
looks.
but there's two heads, one body though.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
So
So
I mean, it could be his body,
yeah,
but then
because
where's
don't
Elliot's body or
yeah, but
Elliot,
don't yeah, I know who you're talking about. Don't
the
forget
brother?
that he sliced the roommate up this way, so he couldn't have brought the body, because
Yeah,
if he did, he would have had to sew the body back up, because the way he ended up
yeah,
getting the roommate. That's where I grabbed. That's where I grabbed my man with a couple of times. I'm like, woohoo!
yeah. Me too.
Yeah,
That hurt the
dude. That
old Franks and
yeah,
Beans.
yeah, dude. He was like, as soon as I saw him taking a piss in the gym bathroom or whatever, I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna be good. But
not to mention the chainsaw right up the ass, man. Dang.
yeah.
And then he made it
I'm
worse by flipping him over.
Yeah. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
as soon as
the shower part was much. So I think the shower is going to be
yeah,
the most memorable
yeah,
death
yeah,
of the,
yeah.
such as
So
the
I
bedroom
think it's
scene
gonna yeah,
and
I think it's gonna be two major ones this time because all the other ones had one, but I think this one's gonna be two major ones. It's gonna be the mall and the shower. Those are gonna be the two major ones. I think they're gonna talk about the most. You know what I mean? So, but the shower for sure more than the other one. But since the other one was for shock factor, it's probably gonna get get some attention. But
see, I would put it with the shower and the opening scene with
oh yeah,
the family at
yeah,
the beginning.
yeah, because we honestly don't know which ones are gonna get talk about the most. But for sure, if they don't talk about the shower, they haven't seen it, or they're going whatever. The shower, dude, the shower scene was crazy. But I noticed like if you watch the trailer, it parts were like jumped a little. You know what I mean? Like it goes. You think it honestly? I thought the when Art yanked her down, I thought it was another dream or whatever that she was having again.
Yeah.
Like how she was walking, how the way she was walking down.
Yeah, that's what I initially thought too.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I know. That's why I'm saying
Yeah.
that between the shower scene and that opening scene is
Yeah.
and man, when that dad was getting the axe in the bed, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Lizzie Borden, eat your heart out.
Yeah. But dude, her scream freaking was because Damien even said he used that scream more than once.
And dude, one thing I noticed too about this movie compared to the other two, yes, there's better actors, but there was far more better scenes when people were reacting to they were reacting better, acting better when say a limb got torn off or something, a finger's getting chopped. Their reaction was way better than the previous movies.
Yeah.
More believable when they're screaming like almost hysterical compared to
Yeah.
Come on.
But this time honestly, this time the first scene I think was way I mean bedroom scene's horrible too, man. But first scene is bad too. Shower scene and this one's bad. Dude, I like a lot of it's you know what I mean. There was a bunch of more scenes this time, so it's a bunch more scenes for people to choose from to see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you know, as for me as a parent, you put yourself in that situation, and it's brutal. It's absolutely my wife was like, "Oh my god," she's like, "I don't think I want to watch the rest of this movie."
Or seeing the girl, seeing that girl like calling her mom the whole time, and the mom got that freaking, you know, she's pipes already in her.
What was that about? What was that about? Gabby was I mean, I'm sure she was just because she was scared, but I mean, she went up to her mom's dead body and was just yelling at her like she was going to get up and help her.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm like, I said the same thing.
I was kind of confused by that a little bit. Like, why are you asking for help? You know she's dead.
But all you see is Victoria's body turn into freaking dust at the same time, like the demon or whatever coming out of her, and then freaking. It's like I'm like, oh boy, that ain't good. And you see the smoke coming. I'm like, that ain't good.
Yeah, the blood was coagulating and stuff.
Yeah, dude, it was. Yeah, dude, I feel bad for some of them in the acting part of it because, dude, you know how fake blood is. It's syrupy, so it's sticky.
Oh man,
I can imagine them sticking to the floor.
Oh, and the scene where Art does the blood angel in the shower,
and he disappears right after. It's like, what the hell happened? But I'm surprised.
I thought that was brilliant. I that was brilliant too.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that's never been done.
Right.
What an opportunity.
Right. And then even at the what was it when the dad was watching the news, dude, they had the special effects.
Tom
I forget
Savini.
the guy. Yeah, Savini was in it. So Savini surprised because I didn't know Savini was in it. Savini surprised me. Like he looked like a what was it? Like a bum that was out in the mall. You know, when he
Yeah, in the
slept out in
mall.
the
Yeah,
mall. So it's like, yeah. So Savini was a cool one.
yeah. The final scene was epic. It was
Yeah,
better than I could have imagined.
yeah. And where they put the thorn crown on her, it was like, dude, this is gonna get nuts. And then you
Well,
see
not just
freaking Art.
that, she was with the sword, with fighting Art
Yeah,
with the chainsaw. That was just
yeah,
like epic. That was great.
yeah,
That was some
yeah.
great
I'm
fighting.
like, dude, if people don't call her one like you said, like, you know how we got freaking the slasher Mount Rushmore. If she's not on the freaking Scream
Final
Queen
girl, yeah.
final girl around Mount Rushmore, dude, she fought a freaking psycho with a freaking sword with a and he had a chainsaw. So it's like.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And her hands were don't forget her hands were busted still at the time. So her hands were still messed up from Art smashing the shit out of them. So and her still holding that sword pretty decent. Oh wait, no, yeah, but the sword heals her anyways every time she touches it or something like that. Something, but but still.
Yeah, that was I don't that was new to me because I don't remember them talking about the healing. I could have missed it in the second one.
Second one, yeah, it did happen. Don't
They
forget
didn't
that Art.
show it like they did this time, where
Yeah,
her hands just healed instantly.
they showed the wound healing. Yeah, when she was in that little escape tub thing. And the second one, when she fell in.
Okay.
Yeah, when she fell in, you saw the wounds like kind of seal up.
Okay.
Yeah, so it did show like as soon as he went to go stab her in the second one, as soon as she fell in that little escape tank.
And what was your thoughts on the flashback scene when her
About
father
her dad.
gives her the
I thought
drawing, gives
I
her the
thought it was
painting of her basically,
yeah
and then it just like all these memories and all this stuff starts flashing in her head or his head, and he's like
right.
he knew I
And
guess he knew he's gonna
he's holding
yeah.
on dearly to the damn picture, like almost ripping the thing, and like
Then he
I'm
pretty
like
much
that's
says bye to her, say, hey, just I want you to know that I love you no matter what
yeah
type thing. And
yeah. So he knew. So he knew he was gonna be, he knew he was gonna be there. But like everybody was saying, he was actually Art. I don't think he was Art. But
I'm not,
we still don't know who, we still don't know who Art is, and we don't know how they're somehow, if they're blood related or not. You know what I mean?
all right, this is
That's
what I think is going to happen. They're going to have four.
right,
Four's going to finish the story,
right,
and then maybe if they do anything else, it's going to be they'll do it. They'll
right,
eventually do a prequel. I'm assuming, kind of give more
right.
of a
Yeah.
origin story, because the other movies don't really. I mean, All
But
Hallows
don't
Eve
forget,
kind of does a little bit, but it was more
yeah,
demonic driven
yeah.
compared to. So I don't know if they're going to stay in that same realm, or if he's going to create a new origin story for him.
Maybe not. But what Damien was saying in interviews after the final fight, and when he lost Vicky, Art's actually human now again. So that's what he had said during the interviews, but I'm not sure. So
I don't know.
I don't know because if you think about it, where
You
Sienna
take
the
yeah,
way Sienna stabbed him, he would have been dead. He would have been dead
yeah,
as
he
soon
ain't
as
gonna go
Sienna
through
yanked
that.
it out.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think the
Yeah,
smile at the end when he's holding the.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that basically says that he's back.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
So I'm wondering if it's gonna be like another 5 years, ahead again, or if it's gonna be just take place,
No, I don't think
as
so because,
yeah,
like you said, this cast is young,
yeah,
so I think they're gonna keep them around the same timeline. I would think,
yeah. You would think, and then
especially with
but
Gabby. Now Gabby's down in
yeah,
hell or wherever she's at.
Wherever she's at, and then maybe she finds more of the. She may actually find the actual outfit, or she may be coming back in the actual outfit.
She might even come back as a full grown, older girl, dressed in, and the whole time you're thinking that character was Sienna.
It was but it wasn't.
It's gonna be Gabby, maybe.
Yeah,
that might be an
idea.
idea.
Never know. Yeah, that might be a turn.
Possibility.
Yeah, there's many possibilities for 4, but three was great, man. Honestly, 3 was great, and yeah.
You know what I think they should do? Us as comic book fellas. I think they need to make a Terrifier comic book run.
Well, they have his first appearances in one of the books. He actually has a Terrifier book, I think.
Does he really?
I looked it
How
up.
did I miss that?
Yeah, I looked it up before. I think but it was for the movie. I think it was a super indie one. Yeah,
I think something like that needs to be picked up by I don't know, Image or Dark Knight or
one of the smaller ones to be easier, because then Damien can still have a hand in it somehow. Because
I think if he went to Image, he could, right? Do they still do that where the creators have full?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, So that'd be cool. Then he has his for the universe and whatever. So,
because I mean, he could even do a backstory that way too, and then later on convert it to film.
Yeah, that's what the some of them they can't do it at the moment.
Because I mean, come on, right now, Terrifier franchise is on fire right now, and now would be the time to. Yeah, so, I mean, there's merchandise. You're starting to see merchandise and the toys, the figures, and all these other things, statues, Art the Clown. Perfect time to poke that fire when it's hot.
Yeah, like Art Krispies. No, like bringing it back. But the funniest part is when Sienna when Gabby goes, "Oh yeah, Sienna doesn't like his cereal," and Sienna looks at her like, "I never told you."
Yeah, they had the Rice Krispie treats. They were making Art Krispies.
Yeah, it was freaking hilarious because then she brings her up to, dude. Lauren's acting on that part was top notch, because you didn't see honestly, I didn't see her turning like being like the mean faced or whatever she did. Dude, that was
that's like the scene with the college girl, the boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
When she snapped on her.
Yeah.
Not wanting to do the podcast and how you're holding up, and she just let it rip, That was good, man. To me, her acting.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't see any. You didn't see that. You know what I mean? You didn't. It was super subtle, but you didn't notice it when she like snapped. You know what I mean? It was like seamless.
Yep. Banged her fist on the table, and
that
was good, man. She did a phenomenal job this time around. So you can tell that he's growing as an actor or actress.
Yeah, and then even the brother is too. Yeah. Dude, but honestly, you thought the girl wanted to sleep with her brother. You know what I mean? As soon as they met each other, I'm like, this is a little weird, but it seems like she wants to bone him more than want him on that podcast. But it's like.
Yeah, dude, it was a great movie, man. Great movie. I would recommend it. Which, if you're watching the spoilers, you've probably already seen it.
Yeah,
watch it.
If you guys have, like I said, if you guys haven't seen it, go watch it again, because me and Jim I wouldn't mind going watching it again. You know what I mean? But I'm waiting it on, because honestly, I want to see what they're gonna put on the Blu-ray, or what they're gonna put on the DVD. You know what I mean? 4K. Blu-ray. Being honest, what they're gonna actually put on it.
I'm excited for the
because what was it? The guy that played Art, he actually said there was one scene that he almost blew chunks. I'm curious which scene it was, and they said they filmed everything.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious which one would you think he would have or you would have?
Probably the shower scene.
Yeah, but but honestly, he's done worse. You know what I mean? Being honest, he's done a way worse on like because I'm surprised he didn't blow chunks when he did it to in the bedroom or slicing in half. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I'm curious which scene it was that brought him to yeah,
yeah.
dude. That
Wasn't
was
wasn't
yeah.
somebody here gonna go see them in November?
Or they already let's see.
Awesome
Yeah, it
Destroyer.
was. Yeah, Awesome Destroyer was. So I'm curious to see him Awesome Destroyer to ask him, man, like which scene it was.
Ask
I
him.
wonder.
Yeah, ask him if you're still here. Ask him, and then come back and put it back in the comments so we know.
Yeah. Yeah, so we can read it in the comments to see which scene it was. Because I'm curious to know which scene it was because dude, I would have blew chunks in a couple of those scenes, on being honest. There was a couple of scenes, like as soon as see or where see, dude, it was Art was freaking crazy. Dude, it was crazy where Art freaking shoves her face inside inside the stomach.
You know what it was? Maybe it was the scene in the house with the glass.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe it was that one.
Yeah. Or dude, the one that made me like almost wanna blow chunks was no, actually not really, but like where he actually uses the damn intestine to choke Sienna with it,
She
and
bit through it.
she bit through it. I go in my head like I could taste it. I'm like, ugh.
So my wife said the same thing on the way home. She's like,
Yeah,
and she had to bite through those intestines. It was probably just
yeah,
full of either
yeah,
shit or
yeah,
stomach bile or
yeah.
doo
Yeah. I'm
feces.
like, oh, dude, it was good. Like, but him just shoving her head through it was already bad, man. It was like, and then, but shoving her head just like this, it would have been fine. But he shoved it and went and rubbed her
Right,
head in
yeah.
it, and rubbed it in
Yeah.
it, dude. But the funniest thing was when well, we'll bring it back a little, but as soon as Vicky started turning, but you could hear her going telling Jericho help her, and then freaking then the demon took over after like then it flipped again, and then I'm like, okay, so it makes sense, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like yeah, so
And it was probably because of the body, right? Because of the
yeah,
corpse.
yeah,
Bring them
and
new
not only
life.
yeah, and not only that, but because she was already corrupted by Art, because the way Art screwed her up, she
Yeah.
was already screwed up. And then well, we can bring it back to where Vicky grabbed Sienna by the neck and tried to take over Sienna and couldn't.
Oh
That
yeah.
was interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was interesting to see
I
where
forgot about that.
Sienna was either Sienna was fight. Well, she Vicky did say Sienna was fighting her because she had one thing to fight for still was her little cousin
So
still.
do you think she, to me it seemed like she was the one in charge at that point where she was,
Yeah, she's the demon. She's the demon.
yeah.
Because she's the demon that brought him back. So don't forget. You remember in the letter that it explained what she was, what the little girl was originally was a vessel for that demon. So and then Vicky became that vessel, and then so Vicky was maybe the boss. Dude, it was interesting to see Vicky in the makeup though, in the makeup and in Art's outfit. It was kind of funny, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah,
It
for
was
sure.
it was interesting because you remember the first one, she got really messed up, and then, but just to see her progress all the way out to now.
Her face even changed a little bit too, like towards
Yeah,
that last scene, when she
yeah,
had to paint, her face was painted and this and that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
there's like there's a lot there in that last final
yeah,
scene to
yeah,
like
yeah,
dissect. There's a
yeah.
lot to
Dude,
dissect in that last
just in the last fight,
living room scene.
yeah, just in the last living room scene, dude. It as soon as he took Sienna's damn thing off and Sienna spit in her face, you could see the freaking spit dripping down her face. I'm like, oh man, like, so that
Yeah.
was Yeah, that was neat, man. Like the whole movie's good, man. But I can't wait to see what Damien does, after this. Not just Terrifier, in general.
I'm
You know.
more me going into this movie. I was more excited to see
Uh huh.
the the death scenes that he was gonna
Right.
outdo the first one. So I was more
Right. Right.
excited about that. But
Right.
once about halfway through this movie, when the storyline started actually picking up,
Yeah.
then I got really into the storyline. And at the end, it
Yeah.
just opened a what if. Me and my
Yeah.
wife were talking
Yeah.
on the way home. Well, what
Yeah.
if this happened? What if this happened? What if this
Right.
happened?
Yeah. Dude,
And
it'd
like I
be
said,
it'd be because don't don't
I
forget.
think Gabby's gonna be the one that's gonna finish him off.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think honestly, it might be too like I said. Don't forget the second movie. They ripped the original picture of that could be the little cousin, and then the actual picture that the dad gave her could be. See, so it could be two of them. It could be Sienna and her. You know what I mean? So never
We'll
know.
see.
Well,
We will
yeah,
see.
it could be two. It could be two, or it
Sucks
could be.
we have
It
to
could.
wait a couple
Yeah,
years.
yeah, but it's gonna be worth the wait because he's gonna get a bigger budget now because he beat the damn Joker.
Yeah, I haven't checked on
but
gross.
Smile beat him. Smile beat him this year, or Smile beat him this week. Or yeah, that's the new horror movie Smile or whatever it is.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, but they're on the road to beating it. And Ice T even went to watch it. Ice T goes, if you haven't watched the first or second one, don't go watch the third one. And if you're squeamish and if you're a wussy at watching this stuff, don't go and watch it.
Let me see if we can find something on how much this is gross
Yeah, you
so
can
far.
don't yeah, if you got the share screen stuff if you want, and then we
All
can
right,
bring
so
it up.
well, I'm trying to find something. I'm just reading something off right
Yeah.
off here. It says 8 hours ago this was posted, and Terrifier 3 has made 41.5 million worldwide, with 36.2 million in the US alone, and
Jesus.
5.3 million in international markets.
Dude, people
And
love art, man.
yeah, and they said that this movie had broken the record for being a non-rated film.
Yeah. But dude, there's so many people that want to see art. Dude, you read it. It's that dude. It's
And it's
it's a
still in
lot of
theaters. So it's still in theaters, and they made
yeah.
41.5 million as
That's
of
into it.
today
Yeah,
from a $2 million budget.
yeah,
This could come pretty close to the Michael Myers, the original Halloween.
yeah,
I think they had made for like a couple 100,000, and that brought
yeah,
in, I want to say, 33 million, somewhere right around
yeah.
there.
Dude, but I
So
can't wait. I can't wait to see what type of budget if 4 does come. I can't wait to see what type of budget he's gonna get this time around. And being honest, I hope he stays with the guys that he's with now, the studio he's with now. That's gonna let him do what he wants, and
yeah,
not go to Lionsgate, not go to what's the other horror ones? Lionsgate. What the hell is the other one? Yeah, but none of those
something
bigger studios.
box, right?
Yeah, Blumhouse.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what I'm. If he goes to any of those, that's what I'm worried about is them trying to pull him back some. You know what I mean? Like yank him back some. And I know he's not gonna want to. So
No,
so
and I think he had some stuff going into this one where they tried
yeah,
to reel him back a little.
yeah,
They tried to change the title, like they didn't want it
yeah,
to be a part 3 because
yeah, yeah,
he's like, no, he's like, this is something that I've built by myself.
yeah.
I want to keep it as this being the part 3, which is
Right,
smart.
right, right.
Kind of like the
Yeah,
whole. That's kind of what happened with Evil Dead with Sam Raimi, and then when they did part 3,
yeah,
Evil Dead 3,
yeah,
the movie company's like, no, we don't want to call it part 3. We have to call it something different. So they went with Army of Darkness.
yeah.
That's what they were
But
trying to do with this, and luckily he
yeah,
stood up and said, no, I want to keep it.
yeah. I'm
You
glad
gotta
he
go with
did.
that.
Yeah, I'm glad he did though, because like there might be, honestly, I think they're gonna end up being spin-offs, because I wouldn't mind seeing where the dad started from, where seeing his dad, and all that
See,
stuff,
the
and how
dad,
he,
even the dad, the whole dad backstory. If that would even be great in a comic book.
yeah, yeah,
To
yeah.
where
He's a comic book
save all the
artist.
yeah, exactly. Save all the meat and potatoes for Art the
Yeah,
Clown and his storyline, but you
yeah,
can do
yeah,
prequel type origin stuff through the dad
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever, or you can
yeah,
do it same thing with Art.
yeah. Because we honestly don't know a lot about him. We
And
honestly just know
and
he
if they
as the
were to
Miles
do
County killer. That's it.
yeah,
We don't
and
know
if
much.
they ever do a comic book, I don't want it to be just a 4-issue
Right,
mini series thing. At least make it 12, make it 10 or 12 or
right, right,
something that would fit in a nice thick trade paperback, if anything.
right.
Because
You
there's
know
so
he
many.
would. You
Because
know he
they've
would.
done
He's
that with
probably a comic book fan, anyways. He's probably a comic book fan too. I
possibly,
wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be surprised if he did, special effects and stuff.
because they've
He would
done
be
Texas Chainsaw. I
right.
think Nightmare on Elm Street
Yep.
comics. They've done Halloween.
Yep.
It's only a matter of time, but they need to not just make it a 4-issue run. They need to
Right.
make it at least 10 or
Right.
12, something that'll fit in a nice thick trade paperback.
Or you know what I wouldn't mind seeing. You know how there's Hack and Slash, the comic where she faces off the slashers. It'd be kind of neat to see her face off with Art. Fight
Yeah,
Art. It'd be nice to see her and Sienna team up and try to fight Art. That'd be funny.
and honestly too, they could even use something like that to
Yeah.
move the storyline ahead between
Yeah. Right.
3 and
Between
4.
movies. Yep.
They can make something on Gabby.
Yeah.
What's going on with Gabby right now?
Yeah. Yeah. Down there wherever she's at. So
The ideas
yeah.
are endless.
Yeah. We
And
got ideas just watching the movie. We got
I
ideas.
think now's the time. The fire's hot.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Art.
Dude, and he's going. Dude, the whole cast was just at Miami last weekend. The whole cast.
They've been at Spooky Empire a few times, I think.
Miami. They've been to my Spookala. That's where they were at. Spookala was, and then they're in they were in Miami last weekend. I think they're supposed to be at another con again, and then but they've been making the round every time the new movie comes out. That they make their rounds at the cons, and then they go back to.
I'd like to meet them all personally. Get a poster signed by all of them. I have a poster signed by David Art.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing a lot of people saying, they want Vampy to be tall or whatever, but I wouldn't mind seeing Sienna, the actress Lauren Lavera, to play Vampy if it does come to it. You know what I mean?
I definitely would like to get a photo with David in his costume. That'd be awesome. Because it's just a matter of time before they get to the point where they're not going to do it no more.
Right, or not in a costume, anyways.
That's what I'm saying.
Himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's been wanting to play the Joker for forever.
He'd be a great Joker. He'd be a great Joker. He already has that Mark Hamill. If you watch videos of him, he already has that Mark Hamill. Jokerness to him.
Yeah.
I did recently watch. This is kind of off track, but he played in the movie The Mean One as the Grinch.
I watched that too. Yeah, I watched that too. I enjoyed that too, dude. He doesn't have to talk in the movies, and he does great, dude. He was great as the Grinch. You thought Jim Carrey was good, dude? He was good too.
And the costume looked good.
Yeah,
I mean,
did you see since we were talking about this? Did you see the Steamboat Willie trailer?
No.
There was so there's gonna be a Steamboat Willie horror movie. If you, I was at the
because it just came up for public domain a few months back.
So
right?
So it's dude. Does that red like cheese? I saw the trailer when I was watching this one.
So they have a trailer already. You're gonna have to send that to me so I can see it.
Yeah. So it was freaking funny. I saw it. I'm like, holy shit! I go, there's gonna be
Blood and Honey. Did you watch those? Winnie
Yeah,
the
it
Pooh
was.
went public
Yeah, they
domain.
were okay. It was okay.
I like them.
Yeah, I like them because they were a little corny too. So yeah, but I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing Lauren as as a as Vampy, but because honestly, Laura, but everybody goes, oh, they got to be tall, they got to have boobs, dude. As long as they can act, that's all I give a shit about. Being
Yeah,
honest,
she
yeah,
would. Yeah, she would be a great Vampy.
yeah, like because the
She
biggest
she does
reason,
look short though. I will say
yeah,
that.
special effects, man. Yeah, you can add
Really
height
high
or
heels. Really high
yeah,
heels.
yeah, but it's not even that. It's if it's a but she could dude, her thing is endless. She could play anybody, honestly.
I think she's got a good future ahead of her.
Yeah,
I really do. Yeah, that's what I don't think. Me personally, I don't think it was Jonathan. To me, I think
yeah,
they would have shown that. I don't know.
yeah,
It seems to me
yeah,
they would have shown his death,
yeah,
not just
yeah.
a skinless face that they just put
Right.
glasses on.
Yeah. And plus, don't forget, Art probably still had, dude. Art has a damn trash bag filled with stuff in it. He could still have those glasses from the last time they faced off with Jonathan. So it could be anybody's glasses. You know what I mean? But we don't, because honestly, we don't know for sure whose head it is. Honestly, it could be the roommate. It could be the roommate's head. It could be, oh well, not the girls, because he freaking sliced the shit out of the girl's face
Yeah.
though. But Jim, do you think those Christmas glasses are gonna be the next thing, like the sunflower glasses are? I
Absolutely.
think so too.
Absolutely. And I think that's why they went with it.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
think
why
so
they went
too.
with the Christmas glasses, just to
Yeah, yeah,
do something besides the
yeah,
sunflowers.
yeah. So it'd be,
I know.
but what would have been funny is if he walked in with sunflower ones.
But yeah, it was great when he walked into the college party,
So
with the sunglasses on,
yeah,
his bag on. He's
yeah,
opening the door for
yeah, and
people.
he's opening the door for the guys that were walking in with the kid. And then and the funniest thing, he's walking by, and the main reason he stopped was because he heard Jonathan's name. If they weren't talking about Jonathan, he would have kept on going.
So,
And then
girl
oh,
got
you
what she
just
wanted.
yeah, you just wanted to bone Art, blah, 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 blah. Like the boyfriend with the, and then oh man, I just want to see what I'm like, and you were facing him and you were screaming. Like, yeah, you guys froze, didn't want to do anything.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, but don't forget we're in Florida, so we had that hurricane that weekend, so we couldn't go see it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we both went to go see it on the same day, and then at 2 different times though. You went to see it at 1, I went to see it at 12.
Yeah, we were
so
supposed to go together, but the hurricane fumbled
yeah,
everything up, and
yeah,
I messaged him last week and said, "Hey man, I don't think I'm going to be able to, because my wife wanted to see it. I don't know if I'll be able to. Our times will be able to meet up. Go ahead and see it without me. I'll find a way to see it."
yeah.
And it just so happens we both saw it on the same day.
Yeah, and then I really wanted to
Minutes
talk about
apart.
it. I'm like, oh, thank God! I go, thank God Jim went to watch it so we can talk about it. But I'm like, said,
Perfect time.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to all the whole cast of what they're gonna do next. Being honest, they were all great.
The storyline has got me now more than I'm ready to see where this story goes.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Which makes the movie even more better when you have a good storyline to go with it, rather than just a bunch of killing scenes. Which the movie started about a quarter of the movie was killing.
The first
scenes.
half, pretty much the first half was a bunch of bunch of slashing scenes, bunch of scenes where he actually.
I'm glad it picked up,
but like you said, like the bar scene was great because it had Santa guy, and then it had
Randy Roebuck and Clint Howard.
Yeah, Clint Howard was the funniest one.
Yeah.
I got my own place. I got a car. Dude,
I got a chimney.
Yeah. But it was fun because it was a lot of dude. I can't wait to see if he's I can't wait to see if he brings in Danielle Harris and all them in the next one, because they've been wanting to work together. I heard it on their podcast too. It's like she's worked with them on a different project, but that'd be interesting to see to bring them in as what
sure.
character.
Sure. I mean, anybody that's in the industry, you know, that does the circuit, the convention circuits, I'm sure they're going to have more to choose from.
Yeah,
Which I thought was awesome that they got Tom Savini as a cameo, Daniel Roebuck, Clint Howard.
Yeah.
I'm sure part 4 they'll probably get, you know, maybe a few bigger names that might make appearances, which would be cool.
Well, you know what would be
now
cool is
people are going to want to be a part of it, because I know Danielle Harris had been saying for a while she wants to be. She wants to be.
No, but you know who I want. You know who I want to see? Candyman, the guy that plays Candyman, to play
Tony Todd.
Yeah, to play one character, and then just to see him maybe like a Final Destination type thing. He's a new coroner or something that comes in.
Yeah, I would love to see Tony Todd in it. That'd be amazing. I love him.
Yeah, it'd be freaking hilarious just to see him face off with Art. It's like
yeah, like an homage, you know, or not an homage, but as if he was a Candyman.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but that'd be good. That'd be neat. Like, there's a lot of like, you know, because honestly, versus wise is like Michael Myers and him. Michael Myers just walks.
Now here's another question. Art the Clown normally does his business on Halloween. This movie was Christmas. What do you think is going to be next?
New Year's.
New Year's, or maybe Valentine's Day?
New Year's, Valentine's Day, or Father's Day or Mother's Day. One of the 4. Possibly. But honestly, I think New Year's is going to be the next one, being honest, because that make a lot. New Year's, or it's going to take
because that's pretty quick. Well, I mean, they could bump it up a different year, but
or Valentine's
Day would be good. I mean, but then again, you might start getting in the area of, you know, My Bloody Valentine type stuff. But hey, they've been doing homages to The Shining, to all this other stuff. You know?
Oh yeah, because
Damien's favorite, the Chainsaw, you know, and
his favorite one of his favorite movies was or favorite TV things was a Crypt Keeper movie. One of the Crypt Keeper ones done. Yeah, was one of the Santa ones. That's where that idea came from.
Yep.
So it'd be interesting to see where this goes. But I mean, we talked about everything. So and it's an hour and 18. Yeah, hour and 18. So I mean, hey, you got anything else you want to bring up about it? You got anything coming up to let people know?
Nope, ain't got nothing, Jeff.
So guys, I got a live stream coming. So I got a live stream coming up this weekend on Saturday with our So it's called the Double Dragons. So we talk about a little bit of everything. So probably gonna talk about this again and see what I thought about it. But honestly, it was nice to catch up with Jim and nice to actually talk about something that we both like. Like a lot of you guys think all I like is booby books. Actually, I like horror too. Yeah,
I do have something coming up. I'm just trying to dial in the date. I have Cover to Cover with Donnie and Raul.
Yeah, so he got Cover to Cover with Donnie and Raul. So you guys already know what that is. That they talk about a band.
I think that's next weekend.
Okay, all right. So
I'm not sure if it's Saturday or Friday, but it's on Mastodon Comics.
Yeah.
And music.
So if you guys, so if you guys are around, or if you guys are stuck to Jim or me or Mastodon, go check out Mastodon, and you guys can check me out this weekend. Otaku and me with the Double Dragons, and we'll check you guys later.
Bang,
See ya.